Welcome to B2B E-commerce Integrated, the show where I have interesting conversations with IT leaders and experts to understand their perspective on B2B e-commerce. My name is Arno and today we are talking about the 8 steps of replatforming the tech stack with Eshanka. And be sure to listen all the way through for the details because it will be a very interesting show. Hey Eshanka, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure to be here. I'm Eshanka. I'm an e-commerce consultant at Sana Commerce, and I've been helping companies, big and small, around the globe, from Australia to Middle East to Europe and UK, to find their true potential on B2B e-commerce online.
Thanks, Eshanka. Great to have you in the show today. And as said, I would like to talk about this topic about replatforming because, according to my expertise and talking to IT managers, IT directors, it can be a very complex process.
Yeah, for sure. Replatforming of an e-commerce system is a big decision for a company, both strategically and financially. Because unlike a company who is going into e-commerce for the first time, for a company which is replatforming, there is already a well thought out process in place, complete with all system integrations and people to execute it. Everybody, including customers, are accustomed to the system and also come to terms with all its quirks and problems as well. So the process of pulling the plug from this old trustworthy Toyota and plugging the new and cutting edge Tesla takes a lot of research, discussions, decisions, convincing both internally and externally.
From your perspective, how would you start the whole process of replatforming?
Before the how, I think it's important to identify as a team the why. Why are you deciding to replatform in the first place?
Always start with why.
Always
Yes.
start with why. I think the first thing to see is, are there shortcomings in your platform? Why is the current system not working? Maybe it requires high maintenance and has a lot of issues, has errors on orders that need manual work to be done. That might be one of the shortcomings. Or maybe it's slow and not supporting the latest SEO optimizations. Problem for you. Or maybe it does not allow you to comply to regulations. It's a big problem now in the world. Your system needs to comply to GDPR, e-privacy, or accessibility requirements. All these are important. Or is it because of scalability? Maybe you're expanding to other regions with different currencies, with different languages, with different tax logics and shipping strategies. Maybe your existing system blocks you from doing that. Maybe this whole replatforming idea is triggered due to the necessity to upgrade the ERP system to a later version. An example could be that you had a smaller ERP system, a non-enterprise ERP system, and you want to move now towards Dynamics FNO or SAP S4HANA, and that your new system, you need to go for a new system that really supports these ERPs.
Or you're migrating to the cloud, right? From an old version of the ERP to a newer one. We also see that a lot, right? So
yeah, there can be many more reasons that a team can think of if they want to list it. And if you create such a list, it would create a clear picture of the why. Why do we need to replatform? And that will give a clear picture to the main people involved. And it will also help you as a team and the IT managers and the team to pitch this internally to the management who are going to approve this replatform. As a second step, it's good to check whether the mothership in this fleet of ships, the ERP, is ready for this change. Is it high time we upgraded to the new ERP version? Is it slow and running on hard disk and small RAMs maybe? Are there any customizations or table data that can conflict with a new system? That could be a problem. So you need to really check whether your ERP is ready for the replatforming after you decided that you want to replatform.
yeah, just check all the things on the technical side to before you actually start the transition or replatform.
Yeah, and once you know that, then you begin the adventure of finding the right partner. So your list is clear, you know your problems, you found your ERP is ready, then you need to find a partner who is proficient and has done this before. List down and check whether the features you have in the current system are fulfilled better with the new system. That's the main thing. And then also good to list down any new needs that your stakeholders ask for and see how the new systems can provide you those functionalities that your stakeholders need. Also, what you can do is make a list of all the third-party integrations that you currently have, and also the new integrations that you were not able to have before that you have listed and put in your backlog. And also don't forget to check for those ideas that you have put as desired features in the past. We see those in a lot of RFPs and RFIs.
We often see projects fail if it's only be led by one direction in the company, maybe only by IT or only by marketing or only by commerce. How would you form a group? What is the perfect group of stakeholders in your opinion?
We have seen successful is that there is a core person, someone called the e-commerce manager who takes total ownership of the global e-commerce, and then a core team of people around that person who are proficient in different areas. They have the competencies of SEO, ERP. So there's a small team of about 3 to 4 people who is together with the e-commerce manager, and then that team will guide the other companies around them on the e-commerce features that they would need.
What's the next we can do after you have chosen the right partner and make decisions about the platform? Then it really starts, I would say, right?
Yeah, that's when the party really starts. If the preparation and due diligence was done properly, this party would be fun. Otherwise, it's going to be a really bad party for the rest of the time. The main thing now is to review the list of new and existing features and integration. It's important here not to make a one-to-one migration of what you had before, but also to just check with your new partner how you can improve and get the best experience out of the same feature that you wanted from the new system. Check on how and what content will be need to migrate. If you know and you have listed out clearly what you wish to migrate from what you had before, then your e-commerce partner and you can discuss and come to a plan on how do you migrate the data. And there might be some data that cannot be migrated, and you are aware of what is possible and what is not possible. When you start a replatforming project, there will be a state where you will start the project and end the project, and then at that point you have the old system still running and the new one is projected to go live soon.
Yeah, having flexibility in your different stages of ERP development, right? Or running multiple instances so that you can test and evolve. That's not always clear, right?
What we see in replatforming, we are talking about an old platform being replatformed, and then you are talking about licenses.
Yeah.
In the intermediate stage, most of your new partners will also say you need to start paying for the new license now. And if there's a replatforming period, then you need to think, do I remove my old license already, with the risk that the new partner will not deliver? If they don't deliver on time, then my old license gets cancelled.
Yeah.
And then on time I have nothing. The old shop is also not there. The new system is also not there.
I was not aware about the licensing, but that is also an important thing, of course. And also discuss, when are you going to pay?
Timing and resources, that's one step. And also having a realistic game plan for yourself and for the partner.
Because often we see projects that are taking longer and longer if they are not taking the right approach.
That leads to the budget part is important. Of course, the budget is a very important factor in replatforming. As you can imagine, it's money, and it needs to be tracked from the beginning when you agreed to. And in the middle, as I said, there could be gaps that you identify still, and the scope can creep, and then you need to still track it. But if you had planned well, if you had listed out all the different things and the risks before, the surprises that you get in the middle and the end of the project will be really less, which means that hopefully you're still within the budget that you plan for, or even lesser if you really plan together with a trustworthy partner.
So the budget is always important, obviously, as we mentioned. And I was also still adjusting about that you need to have that multidisciplinary team to have that success. That is a great tip. So then there's one left, right?
From the beginning of this conversation, I said, hey, we need to make plans, we need to make lists, etc. That comes in totally to a game plan which is realistic. You need to be realistic about what you need. And rather than if you make a good game plan, then you are running in a race and you are getting to the end, and there will be hurdles. You will skip all the hurdles without any problems. Usually, your partners who are doing the implementations should give you a plan. However, you will notice that they always take the plan from their angle, the vendor angle, or the person's doing it, but they will not take into account your own internal problems and your own internal planning. So that's why it's good for you to have the overall planning with all the different partners that are engaging with you. And that will make your, that should be from the beginning to the go live activities and even aftercare period that you would have. We are writing a blog post on it. I've given my input to it.
Oh, nice.
So maybe people can also
course.
look at that blog post.
Yeah,
in
can
our
read
LinkedIn.
it in their own time. So that is also we will share the link on the different channels
Yeah.
when we are publishing this episode. So yeah, thank you very much, Eshanka. Really, really helpful. If you like the content that we have shared today, then just subscribe to the channel on YouTube or Spotify or on Apple Music, where you like to listen to this podcast. And we are seeing you back again in 2 weeks with a new episode. So stay tuned. Thank you very much.